I'm here at Orbital Comics with Jon Schnepp and Holly Payne. They've just been doing a signing for The Death of Superman Lives What Happens.
Always happy to come back to London.
And Orbital.
Yeah, Orbital is one of the greatest comic book stores. Met a whole bunch of UK sweaties all signing. We signed a bunch of Blu-ray DVD combo packs. It was really fun to be here at Orbital.
It's good to see that people are still excited about the movie, and they like the movie so much that they want to see all the extras.
There's like another 3 movies worth of extras going on the movie.
Pretty much,
That's pretty much, another 3 movies.
It's
over 9 hours of extras.
I don't know about 9, but it's definitely approaching 9 hours.
8.5, and then add commentary.
It runs the gamut of like a special word association with Tim Burton to, to an hour of John Peters, to a talk with Sylvain Despretz about his loathing of current cinema. There's all sorts of nuggets of really interesting stuff.
What was your favourite? Who was your favourite person to meet? What was your favourite bit? What was your most kind of fangirl, fanboy moment
for the film? Working on the film. I think for me it was definitely kind of opening up going into Tim's warehouse and seeing all the incredible, just the voluminous amount of material that was there was really, really cool. The artwork is just so inspiring, and then being able to talk to those artists and have them see their own work after not having seen it for 20-something years.
Hasn't it? Yeah. It's been locked away, and this is the first time anyone has seen this.
Literally locked away.
Not anymore, because now it's unlocked.
If you buy the Blu-ray,
you get to see it.
For myself, I think my favorite part was that also the revealing of this, we're at the tip of the iceberg and here's the rest of the iceberg, like how much artwork and production design and thought went into this movie, the development of this film. I mean, that's one of the reasons I even was interested in making this documentary. I felt there was something there, and we found it. It was like striking gold. The other thing is the footage that we got of Nick Cage and Tim Burton talking while they were doing costume tests. So to me, that was just
Holy
incredible.
Grail footage,
yeah, I mean, we were watching it with our mouth. What is this? It was so amazing. It really showed you like the thought and the process and the care that both Tim and Nick wanted to make this Superman film that was new and different and hadn't been done yet, but they were gonna try things that really actually made the character more endearing, more empathetic to fans. I think to people who actually read comics. So unfortunately that didn't get to happen, but you get to see the possibilities in our docs.
Yeah, and we still get to enjoy a lot of that content now. So thanks to you guys. So that's awesome. You've got a new Kickstarter for your next project that's going to be starting in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Can you tell me?
It's called Sweaties Unite: Rise of the Uber Nerd, and it's literally what it's about. As a comic book fan, I've been noticing this over the last 10 years or more, but really, it's like literally it happened. I remember the sea change was in 2005 at San Diego Comic-Con. It's basically the rise of superhero movies and comic book culture within media, and the decline in comic book reading and stores in general. So I want to kind of like find out how we can stop that. Is there some way to merge it? What's the next thing? Is it digital to comics? What is the next thing? So that's kind of what the documentary is going to be exploring, and I'm going to talk to filmmakers, comic book writers, artists, comic book shop owners, fans, everybody. So it's going to be kind of like a town forum type of how do we save comic books while they're already the most popular thing on the planet, yet people are not reading them.
I have a question for you in that regard. So as far as television series, movies that are being tied in directly with comics being produced now, are you going to touch on how that's maybe eroding the purity of comics?
It's creating a desire for people when they come into a comic shop. It's like, hey, I just saw Deadpool. What can I read that's like Deadpool? And what I think comic book stores are going to need to embrace is like, how do we transfer that to fans of the movie?
Well, they've already had it in the easiest medium, which is just turn off and watch, and then you're asking them to make more effort. But we did see quite a few people here earlier. I saw kids buying Deadpool comics and kids buying Deadpool comics.
Definitely.
So there is certainly a certain give and take with it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they've already done Civil War, but now they're rebranding Civil War because they have a movie coming out. So it's kind of this, I was referring to it as like this, a snake eating its own tail type of a thing. And I think the bigger companies like Marvel and DC really have to kind of take a hard look at like the way that they're putting out their properties as far as comic books. And, I mean, that's something that we're going to discuss in the film.
We've already seen with X-Men, in the comic books they've now made Rogue more like she was in the movies, and they've changed her look and her powers a bit. And they're doing the same with S.H.I.E.L.D., obviously. They're changing the way people look to match the actors. And
I think it's, yes and no. It's good and it's also bad. You need to let creators come up with brand new characters and new stories and stop recycling characters from the 50s and 60s and 70s and 80s. And, you know, we're not going to get new. What is the next X-Men or the next Spider-Man or the next Warlock or the next Doctor Strange? We're not getting that because we're just getting regurgitated stories.
Yeah, mostly origin stories.
Same characters, same storylines. So I want to see something, you know, change within that structure. We will, but like, how is it going to happen?
So with the documentary, is that going to be mostly US centric, or are you going to be coming here? Are you going to be looking
I'm
at
going to
other
come
countries?
here. I'm going to go to other countries. It's going to be global. So
awesome. Is there anything else you can tell me about anything else on the horizon?
Holly?
No,
No,
nothing I can
not
think
yet.
of.
Nothing we've heard of, no.
Holly and I are working on a series that we can't talk about right now,
Right.
but things are moving forward in a great way.
Yes, they are.
And we're very happy and excited. If you could look at our faces, that might tell you something. So we'll be able to make that announcement probably in the next 2 months.
Yeah. And then when the announcement is made, you guys, it's a really sweaty, very geeky centric thing. So
2016, a year of win for you
it
guys.
is a win. Yeah, it's going to be a year of
it's-
a lot of work, but it's
it's,
going to
yeah.
be fun work. So.
Good work.
Yeah.
So. Go to our site, TDOSLWH, TDOSLWH.com.
And also, you can find us on Twitter too. You can go at TDOSLWH for our film Twitter
Where
site.
can people find you?
Oh, thanks for asking, Jon Schnepp. You can find me at Holly K. Payne, that's Payne on Twitter. And where can they find you, Jon Schnepp?
Well, you want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram, just go to Jon Schnepp, JONSCHNEPP.